On this episode of the Jammy's Mechanic, we take a look at a broken clothes washer. I know what you're thinking. When life gives you lemons. Don't mind all this stuff on the ground. That's just BMW plug-in electric hybrid electron car that runs on electrons. That's for a later project. What I want to do today is take that broken clothes washer and reverse engineer it. Now, this is not going to be a how-to video. Well, it is. It's going to be you tell me how to reverse engineer that. Why do I want to do it? Well, all the cool kids seem to be doing it, so let's give it a try. I am working on an electric car conversion, and I want to learn more about AC motors. All I know about that metal box is that, one, it's white, and two, it has an AC motor in it. And what do I know about AC, alternating current, and what do I know about high voltage electronics? I know that you're not supposed to touch it. So what is this? Is this a V8? Nope. It's a MAYTAG. What do I know about washers and dryers? Nothing.
Wash day. If there's anything I hate more than anything else in the whole world, it's doing the laundry.
She hates doing the laundry.
I haven't cheated. I haven't watched any videos on how to do this, assuming some idiots tried it before. You know, when you start out in electronics, you usually do it as a kid, so 40 years younger than me. If not 45. But am I going to make an idiot out of myself? Yes. A fool? Absolutely. But I will also learn something. And hopefully you will learn it with me, and maybe you will teach me something. So let's plug this thing in and see what happens. And yes, my cordless wireless microphone needs charging, so it's corded. Okay, so I mean, it gets power. Right now it's got the clock that's right twice a day. That's a nice feature. Let's see. Of course, they always break when they're full of water. So that's why you see me struggling dragging this thing out here. This thing is super heavy. It's completely full of water. All right? So power's on. There's a mosquito flying around. Power's on. Press start. I don't think anything happens. Our goal is not to fix it by any means. Let's not be ridiculous. My goal is to take this thing completely apart and see how the AC power is connected to the AC motor. What are the gizmotrons and the thingamajigs that sit between that outlet, power outlet, comes out of the wall, because everybody knows that electricity lives in the walls of a house. What sits between that plug and the actual motor? So I'm going to disassemble it all, you know, to shreds, that type of stuff, and see what happens. See, nothing's going on here. It has power, but it just won't run, and the lid locks. It kind of has half a brain. Some of these are too smart for their own good, you know. I mean, it was a good washer. Lasted us, I don't know, 8 years or whatever, but it's done. So it still plays that annoying sound perfectly, though. I hate that sound. You would think that when an appliance is done and it stops making horrendous noise, like a jet engine is taken off, that it's done, right? We don't need to hear some stupid melody, some music after saying, "Oh, I'm done being noisy for 3 hours." Brought out gentle persuasion out here. See if maybe that will change its mind. We've dropped $900, $850 last night at Lowe's for a new Samsung washer. So of course this one would start working the next day. But yeah, nothing, and I don't know. It popped some error out earlier. My wife recorded it. We read about it at Lowe's, and with our fingers crossed that it was too complicated for me to do and that we could just buy a new machine, which is exactly what we did. So yay, winning. But yeah, I want to take this thing apart and see what the hell is in there. So, freaking mosquitoes. So working on a vehicle such as this one, you know the rules. Step one is always disconnect the car battery. So it doesn't matter if you disconnect plus or negative. We disconnected the black cord, so I assume that's the negative right there. And now we're just going to take this thing apart. Okay guys, so it does that, whatever that is. I'm going to continue to unscrew some stuff. I've never taken one of these apart, never had a need. The nice thing about it now is that you have the don't give a crap whatsoever factor, so it kind of relaxes you. You don't have to pay attention to anything because you're not going to put anything back the way you found it, which is something I excel at. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and remove some of the other stuff and keep going. Okay, so it seems like all the electronics are in here. I still haven't figured out how it all runs to power this guy. But we will. I think I need to get some snips and start unsnipping some stuff. This hose here looks like it's doing both. It's running some electronics to here and also some sort of a water hose. And then this is all wiggly and suspended. Yep, you guessed it, my mic did get wet, of course. Perfect. And we can see now we have some electrolysis here. No idea what this stuff is. But yeah, we're going to keep digging. Not concerned about any of the fluid dynamics here. We're just concerned with the motor, which could be this thing, you know. And there are other bits and gizmotrons here of sorts. So obviously here I'm removing the oil pump from the accumulator. Yep, so I'm gonna guess that this might be an H20 pump. We shall see. But are there two H20 pumps on here? These guys here are pretty neat. I didn't even think of this, gentlemen and ladies, but in addition to the motard, we have possibly some pumpulators here to worry about and figure out how they work and when they work. Obviously, this is the red wire model, and on this side, naturally, we have the blue wire model. Okay. Uh-oh. That gets your hands dirty. Not nice. And there we have it, folks. One gently extracted AC motor from a slightly gently used washing machine. Ran when parked, I'm sure. So that should do it for our first episode. I just have a few things to pick up around here, put away. So yeah, folks, there we have it. Really doesn't take much to have this much fun. A fun little project for the do-it-yourselfer. Maybe get your kids involved, your wife, your girlfriend, your ex-wife or your future ex-wife, and have at it. You can do this. If I can do it, you can do it.
Resurrection is the group harder than an erection that shows no affection. They want to ban us on Capitol Hill, cause it's die, motherfuckers, die, motherfuckers.
All along it was the ghetto, nothing but the ghetto. Taking short steps, 1 foot at a time and kept my head low and never let go. Cause if I let go, then I'd be spineless, I'm going insane.
I think my mind just goes out of control and touch on subjects motherfuckers read about. I touch on the shit that they be leaving out. I seen this motherfuckers not smoking. I seen this, I bet you motherfuckers will too. Because it's time, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, still full. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, still full. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, still. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, still full. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, still. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, still full. Die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, still.
I think it's something in the water, man. It's got to be in the water.
Oh fuck, chicks on a killing spree again. With guillotine for men. I walk around town with a frown on my face. The whole world finna catch a murder case. The murder rate
may increase if you caught up in the world while it's dying. I guarantee you frying, cause I on the verge of knocking it up, I'm down for no reason. Once I get down, I'll be no breathing. It seems with motherfuckers.